Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking a closer look at something that's really making waves in early education. We're diving into Khan Academy Kids early learning for ages 2 or 8.
Right.
Our mission here is to unpack how this app helps young learners build those really foundational skills.
Yeah, and what makes it unique, too.
Exactly. How it serves families, classrooms, what it might signal about, accessible education.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And it's totally free, which is a big part of the story.
Absolutely. Get ready for some insights as we explore this thing.
It's fascinating, really, because, like you said, Khan Academy, you usually think advanced math, maybe test prep.
Right. Older kids, college stuff even.
Yeah, but this flips that, focusing right on those crucial early years, ages 2 to 8.
That specific age range is key, isn't it?
It really is. It's such a critical window for development. We'll dig into why that early start is so vital, maybe beyond just the ABCs and Ahone 23s.
Okay, so let's unpack it. Many of you listening probably know the main Khan Academy platform. The free courses, resources for older students, adults.
A powerhouse, really.
Definitely. But Khan Academy Kids, it's different. Our sources describe it as a free app, educational, specifically designed for that 2 to 8 age group.
And it's not just like a simplified version of the big platform.
No, exactly. It's reimagined for how these younger kids actually learn.
The distinction is really in the how, the pedagogy. The main platform uses video lessons, practice exercises, mostly for 3rd grade and up. Khan Academy Kids takes a whole different route. It's about foundational skills, yes, but through play, through interaction, for kids who might not even be reading yet.
So what does that curriculum cover?
It hits those core preschool through 2nd grade subjects. Early literacy, reading, writing, language, math, basics.
Right.
But how it teaches them is what's interesting. What's really compelling is that deliberate shift. It gets that knowledge isn't just about knowing facts. It's about understanding and applying them. And for little kids, that means play, discovery.
Makes sense.
So yeah, it's not just a watered-down Khan Academy. It's built from the ground up, considering, the unique developmental needs of these kids.
Like what specifically?
Well, our sources really highlight the social-emotional learning side
Yeah.
and creative play, things that often get pushed aside in purely academic apps.
Ah, okay.
Think about the characters in the app. They're not just reciting letters. Maybe they're showing persistence when something's hard or empathy in a story. It weaves those life skills right in. Which brings up a big question, right? How do we make sure learning is effective, but also genuinely fun for the youngest kids, so they actually develop a love for finding things out?
Instead of just memorizing facts, that's the goal.
Exactly.
So if that's the mission, how does Khan Academy Kids actually deliver that? How do they make it captivating for, say, a 3-year-old?
Okay, so the core of it seems to be this thing called the personalized learning path.
Personalized learning path. What does that mean exactly?
It's not just a fixed list of lessons. It's apparently quite smart. It uses adaptive algorithms. It watches how the child responds to games and activities.
Ah, so it adjusts.
Yeah, exactly. It guides them through videos, games, activities, but it keeps adjusting the difficulty. So the content stays right at their level, challenging enough to learn, but not so hard they get frustrated.
Kind of keeping them in that sweet spot for learning.
Right. That zone of proximal development, as they say. It maximizes engagement, keeps them growing.
Okay, and who's guiding them on this path? You mentioned characters.
Yes. There are 5 main ones, apparently quite whimsical. Cody the bear, Olo the elephant, Rhea the red panda, Peck the hummingbird, and Sandy the dingo.
Okay.
And they seem pretty central. They make the learning feel more like an interactive story, more fun, approachable.
So it's not just dry lessons.
Definitely not. And beyond that guided path, there's also this huge library.
A library? What's in there?
Thousands of things, apparently. Books, videos, activities. So kids aren't just stuck on the path. They can go explore topics they're curious about on their own.
That sounds great for fostering curiosity.
Right. And a detail I thought was really cool. The library includes nonfiction books from partners like National Geographic.
Oh, wow. That adds some real quality factual content.
Exactly. And one more really practical thing. A lot of the books and games work offline.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, think about car rides, waiting rooms, places with spotty internet. Learning doesn't have to stop. That's a massive plus for families.
Definitely. That offline access is a game changer for accessibility.
If you look at the bigger picture, that combination, the personalized adaptive path plus the big explorable library, it's really powerful.
How so?
Well, it respects that kids learn at different paces, right?
Yeah.
And they have different interests.
Hmm.
This lets them master skills systematically and follow their own curiosity.
Best of both worlds, maybe.
Kind of feels like it. And the quality of the content, especially
Yes.
with partners like Nat Geo. It covers everything from basic reading and numbers to early science ideas, understanding the world.
So it's quite holistic.
Very much so.
Yeah.
It seems to get how young kids learn that mix of structured guidance and just imaginative free exploration.
The personalization sounds great, but I wonder, how does it balance that structure with letting kids just be creative, follow their own ideas without being too guided? Does that impact how engaged they stay?
That's a really good point. From what we're seeing, the design seems to tackle that directly by having both the learning path and the library.
So one for structure, one for freedom.
Pretty much. The path gives that progression. The library gives the open-ended choice. Giving kids that agency, that choice, is usually key for keeping them motivated intrinsically.
Right, feeling like they're in control a bit.
Exactly. And the offline part helps too, right? It means learning isn't just glued to the screen at home. It can happen on a road trip or just quiet time somewhere else.
Yeah.
It gives both structure and freedom, different places to shine.
Okay, that makes sense. So let's bring it back to the listener. Whether you're a parent, a teacher, or just interested in good early learning tools, what does this all mean practically?
Well, one of the biggest things, and you mentioned it earlier, is that it's designed to be completely child-safe.
No ads, no subscriptions.
0, which makes it totally free and worry-free for parents. And that's not just about saving money, is it?
No, it's huge for equity. It means high-quality adaptive learning is potentially available to any child with access to advice, regardless of family income.
It's kind of a quiet revolution, that accessibility.
Yeah, it really is. What about ease of use? Is it simple for a kid to just pick up and use?
Seems like it. Our sources say when a child opens the app, they can jump right onto their personalized path, and it automatically cycles through different subjects.
Oh, so it keeps things fresh.
Yeah, keeps them engaged without needing a parent to constantly step in and switch activities.
But it doesn't forget the adults, right? There are tools for parents and teachers.
Definitely not. Parents can set up an account, track their child's progress, see what they're learning, how they're doing, get those insights.
That's useful.
And it's apparently really popular in classrooms, too. There are dedicated tools for teachers managing student accounts, assigning specific lessons or activities. Makes it pretty flexible for school settings.
So it works for both home and school.
Right. It really shows how sophisticated the platform is, despite being for young kids.
The fact that it's free, safe, and has tools for both parents and teachers, it really could help democratize early learning, couldn't it? Reaching more kids.
Absolutely. It allows that support and monitoring, which is so important for making sure it has an impact. The focus on those core foundational skills, plus the adaptive nature. It's just a really robust tool for overall early development.
Filling those crucial early years with good learning experiences.
And that adaptability is key for meeting individual needs, which, let's face it, can be a huge challenge in a standard classroom.
True, it sounds incredibly empowering. But what about the screen time debate? How do tools like this fit into creating a balanced day for a child?
That's always the question with digital tools, isn't it? A critical one.
Yeah.
What the design suggests, though, is that it encourages more mindful use. Because the path adapts, kids hopefully aren't just grinding away on stuff that's too easy or too hard.
Mm-hmm.
And the library offers variety. Plus, that offline access means it's not just about screen time. It can be framed as a focused learning activity, not just endless entertainment.
So parents can integrate it more intentionally into a balanced routine.
That seems to be the idea. A routine that still has plenty of room for running around outside, reading physical books, playing with friends, all that crucial stuff.
Okay. So we've covered a lot today. We've talked about those personalized learning paths, the cool characters like Cody and Olo.
Right, the huge library, the National Geographic content.
And that super practical offline access. Khan Academy Kids really does seem like a well-thought-out, highly regarded app, making early learning enjoyable, effective, and, importantly, completely free. It distills some complex educational ideas into something genuinely fun for kids aged 2 to 8.
Yeah, this deep dive really underscores how well-designed digital tools can foster essential skills, sometimes in ways that are hard to replicate universally with traditional methods alone.
Mm-hmm.
And like we said, knowledge is most valuable when it's understood and applied, starting with a foundation that's solid but also engaging. That can make a massive difference down the road.
Setting them up not just for school, but maybe for how they approach learning later on.
Exactly. Empowering them to be active in their own learning. It lays groundwork that really lasts.
So for you, our listener, here's something to think about as we wrap up.
Okay.
Considering how Khan Academy Kids weaves together academics, literacy, math with that social emotional learning and creative play, all through its characters and adaptive tech,
Right.
how might this kind of multifaceted approach better prepare kids?
Prepare them not just for school, you mean?
Right. Not just for the next test or the next grade, but for a lifetime of curiosity, of being able to adapt, having emotional intelligence, especially in a world that's always changing. What does that foundation really build?
That's a great question to ponder. How does that holistic start shape their future?